All right, Grand Rising again. It's Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained here on YouTube and in the Facebook group. So um, we're in the book of Baruch, and we're in chapter 4. Um, Again, we're just going to go ahead and read this because I thought this was interesting with the commandments of God in it. And it says here that the book of commandments in this in sorry, words are so tiny right here. The book of commandments is that wisdom which was commended in the former chapter. The Jews are moved to patience and to hope for their deliverance. Okay, so now this is saying that this is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people. The memorial of Israel, yea, were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked him that made you. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. By sacrificing unto devils and not to God. Okay. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Now, see, when we talk about somebody nursing someone, then again, Jerusalem is a feminine aspect. And it's kind of funny how I always want to say Jerusalem. And then also we have Salem in there because, I think somebody may mention the other day of Salem witch trials and how many cities called Salem that we have here in the Americas, and what was going on with different women back in the day that were being, persecuted, for being them, you know. So again, who necessarily knows if they were really witches? These even paganism, things like this make me just question, were those just things that people had taken away and altered from us so that we couldn't be who we were, so that they can be who they were, and this is where we went wrong by leaving those old customs, culture, and the things that we practiced prior to colonization. Okay. So it says, okay, let's see. Okay, that brought you up. Ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of God coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. And that's with a S. It said, God hath brought upon me great mourning. So again, this is like right on point and right on time for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like message. So, and this says, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Okay. Again, this is real time. So it says, let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of God. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the path of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Sion come. And remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For he hath brought a nation upon them from afar, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverenced old men nor pitied child. Now again, this could be talking about elders and then children as we know it now, but it can also be talking about older nations or indigenous or original nations, and then the newer nations that are ruling. See, because at this point in time, I feel we can safely say that this nation supposedly, okay, is being ruled by their children. See, so this is saying white and black, young or old, whatever, high up or low, you know. So what does it say? But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you, let's see, from the hands of your enemies. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of thine enemies. For my hope is in everlasting, that he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. So here it's saying that the everlasting is our Savior. And it's making reference to Isaiah 9:6. We're not going to go there, but you can go if you want. At least I think that's Isaiah. It's ISA is the abbreviation for it. So it says, for I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but God will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbor of Zion or Sion has seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, my children, and cry unto God, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Okay. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Okay, so again, this means that good things, may still come. So it says, miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. So anybody that's looking for you to fall, they're going to be the ones that's going to be miserable. And I know a lot of us are feeling those things right now, with a lot of even our own people that are doing things that are not righteous, okay, when it comes to others. And this is why I say, whenever we get, sharing is caring, unity is key, knowledge is power, each one teach one. When you get up, reach back down as far as you can to get as many back up to pull as many up as you can. But sometimes people let other things get in the way, and then they will be judged. So miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Again, it all comes back around. We can call it karma or whatnot. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from God. Lo, thy sons came whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of God. Okay? And then we're just going to do this last small part here, which is 5. And it says, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from God forever. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from God, and set a diadem on thy head of the glory of everlasting. Okay? For God will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven, for thy name shall be called called of God forever. The peace of righteousness and the glory of God's wisdom. Arise, O Jerusalem. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of God. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies, but God bringeth them unto the exalted with glory, as children of the kingdom. For God hath appointed that every high hill and bank of long countenance should be cast down, and valley filled up, to make even the ground that Israel may go safely in the glory of God. Moreover, even the woods and every sweet smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of God. For God shall lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory. So again, I look at Israel as a male aspect, and Jerusalem as a feminine aspect. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm looking at it, like that. So it says, all right, so lights of his glory with the mercy of righteousness that cometh from him. Okay, so again, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or share. And yeah, I think that these scriptures were right on time. Yeah, we should take heed. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.